Harsha, tell us what the tuition fees are like there at the University at Buffalo.
So you're coming to my first semester. It cost me around $14,000 for the tuition fee, and there were other some miscellaneous fees also added, like health insurance, campus life fee, and transportation fee. So overall, it was around $15,000 per semester, and per credit cost, it comes around between $950 to $1,000.
And what would it be maybe for an average for full 2 years for someone to spend for their tuition fees?
So it totally depends on the credits you opt for. Like I opted for 12 credits, so it cost me around 14,000. It may come around, like my course is 1.5 year, so around 27 to 30 lakhs.
To complete your degree.
Yeah.
Well, now tell us, to help maybe save some money, what are the scholarship opportunities, and can international students even get scholarships there at
They
UB?
are mainly focused for undergraduates rather than graduates, because when compared to other universities, the tuition fee is a bit less at UB. But many people can try for graduate assistantship or teaching assistantship. Using that way, they can try to get some, not indirect scholarship, basically.
And what can they avail from a TA or GA position for financial benefit?
They'll be paid pretty good. Like when compared to other part-time, they'll be paid a bit more.
But no tuition discount?
No. You have to pay it.
Hey friends, welcome to Chine Coaching. I'm Rob, and at Chine Coaching, we're all about helping you thrive and succeed in your cross-cultural journey, especially when it comes to study abroad. In this video, we're going to do a deep dive, a student review about the University at Buffalo, or SUNY Buffalo, UB, a lot of different names. They're in Buffalo, New York, a super popular university for international students, great programs. We're going to be talking about all sorts of topics, everything A to Z, that is going to help you figure out if this is the right university for you, if this is the best fit for you and your journey abroad. We've got our awesome guest here, Harsha. Harsha, welcome and introduce yourself.
Hi, Rob. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, India. So I've come to UB in the last fall, that's fall 2022, for computer science. So basically, it's a 1.5 year course. So right now, I'm actually doing masters in computer science.
Well, welcome. So glad to be here. I know that you love helping students too. You've got your own YouTube channel, and it's super fun to be getting to learn about your university.
Yeah.
So friends, make sure you stay tuned to the very end, because at the very end, we'll be looking at some specific pros and cons that you might not be aware of at UB. All right, Harsha, now tell us at UB, what is the location, safety, and kind of transportation situation there for international students?
So coming to the location, it wasn't safe like before, like 5 years, but now it's filled with a lot of students. It's pretty safe. There are like south and north campuses for university. There are basically three campuses. The downtown one is for the biomedical, and it's basically a medical campus. The north and south are the two main campuses. So this, coming to safety wise, it's pretty good. You can just roam at whatever time you want, but I wouldn't suggest that. And the transportation, the college provides us with a bus. It's called UB Stampede. So basically, they charge you a separate transportation fee which is included into your tuition fee. So basically, you can avail that bus between north and south, and even on Saturdays, they take you to Walmart, Target, and many other places. So the location is pretty good. Safety wise, also, it's pretty good as of now. And the transportation is the one which university provides.
But in the city of Buffalo, is there also public transportation that you guys can use to get around?
Yeah. There's actually a public transportation called NFTA. Basically, there's there's a train, underground train, that is a subway, and even a bus. Both are operated by NFTA. They charge you $2 per trip. So yeah, that's also better. You can opt for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're studying computer science, but what are the top degrees, top courses that international students are coming to take there at UB?
So yeah, the top courses, actually, it's reinforcement learning. There are quite a few colleges which provide this course. University of Buffalo is quite famous for AI track, that's artificial intelligence. So the courses which are involved in this, like information retrieval, reinforcement learning, and intro to machine learning, these courses are quite famous. And even the professors are quite famous when coming to AI field. So many people, they try to complete majority of the AI subjects during their course.
Good. Any other popular degrees that most of the F1 students are taking?
Yeah, there are some degrees like operating systems, also MIS, that's the management information system, that's quite famous, and masters in data science, AI, robotics. These are also pretty good degrees at UB.
One message we got from a follower on Instagram was, how's the CS department there? So what's been computer science like for you there?
Yeah, it's pretty great. The professors are very helpful. You can just hit them up anytime and they give you an instant reply. And we also have a separate app, or even there's a website called Piazza, where students can get in touch with the teaching assistants or the professors through that platform. So that's quite really helpful. It's basically a platform where you can chat with your professors and you can just ask doubts and they instantly give you a reply. So that's a pretty great thing at UB actually.
So next, Harsha, tell us about kind of the housing situation and living expenses there in Buffalo, New York.
So there are basically two options where you can live in Buffalo. That's the south side of the town and north side of the town. So coming to south side, there are basically individual houses where you can stay, and the rent can go from $350 to 550 to 600 per person. And coming to north side, it'll go from 1,500 to $2,500 for the unit. Like there are basically apartments in the north side.
And what's maybe kind of an average monthly budget for living expenses that students kind of face there?
So coming to this, it again totally depends on the student, but on average, if you just consider the living expenses per month, it can be around 100 to 120. That's it, not more than that.
And we're actually going to be making a whole separate video about the housing options and best apartments and off-campus situations with Harsha for there at SUNY Buffalo. So check that out. We'll have the links above and below for you guys to really do a deep dive on securing the best housing situation based on lots of different factors. So make sure you guys check that out. Did you know that getting admitted into a top university isn't the only hard thing about going abroad? There's so much more that you have to do. Figuring out tuition loans, housing, Forex, and more is going to stress you out. But what if everything that you needed to do was just in one place? Cheers to a new online resource dashboard powered by Foreign Advocates, which has everything you need to do to easily study abroad. Try the loan widget, which is like a magic wand letting you compare loan offers from over 15 banks in real time, saving you precious time and effort. With just a few clicks, you can see interest rates, loan terms, and other important details right on your screen, and even send your application from within the platform. The best part is that it only takes 2 minutes for the loan widget to determine if your loan application would be approved or not from fantastic banks like Prodigy, HDFC Credila, Axis, ICICI, and many more. Save more time by utilizing other services like student housing, Forex transfer, bank accounts, SIM cards, credit cards, travel and health insurance, plus more. Check out the links above and in the video description to apply and get help today. I hope you can take advantage of this all-in-one study abroad resource platform to make your journey even more successful. Next, let's talk about health insurance. What's the health insurance situation like there at UB?
Coming to health insurance, the student is given a choice. You can opt the health insurance which college provides you, or you can just take a private one. So per semester, for me, the health insurance, they are charging $1,100 to $1,200 per semester.
My friends, if you're learning a lot, hit that like button to say thanks to Harsha. Give him some cheers, some love to say thanks as he's sharing his experience guiding you guys. And our chai question for you, our audience, is what degree are you considering at UB? Let us know in the comments. Tell us what degree are you considering at UB or maybe other colleges? What do you want to pursue? We'd love to hear from you, the Chai and Coaching audience. All right, Harsha. So another question that we got from an Instagram follower about UB is on-campus jobs. What's kind of the on-campus job situation like? What are the common ones and any tips for getting these on-campus jobs there at SUNY Buffalo?
So the on-campus jobs, the quite famous one are the campus dining and shops. So basically there are quite a few, many restaurants on UB campus. So you'll be, working there, and it's actually quite easy to get a part-time at UB. But the only key is that you have to apply as soon as possible. As soon as they post the job in the handshake portal, you have to start applying. So for that, you'll be needing the UB ID card number and your US contact number. So these two things are quite important, and the timing, that's quite important, since in the first semester I just applied it 2 days late, so I wasn't able to get a part-time in the first semester. So the time is the key. You have to just apply as soon as possible and as soon as you get to the campus.
And have you done any on-campus jobs there your first year?
Yeah, actually in my first semester I didn't do anything, but in second semester I worked at a cafe. So yeah, I worked at a cafe for 3 days per week.
And how was that?
Yeah, that was pretty good. In the first, like, it was new to me, so it took some time to learn things, like how it works, everything. But later on, it was quite fun, since there are many other students and friends who work with us, so it was quite fun working there.
And also, you get a lot of great experience working on campus, kind of learning the American work culture as well.
Yeah, that was also pretty good, actually.
Awesome. And speaking of work and jobs, another big question is, CPT internships, OPT full-time jobs. What's kind of the job scope, and how does the university help students land internships and full-time jobs there at UB?
University conducts some career fairs. So basically, you can attend some career fairs and you can just drop your resume there near the company. And during the career fair, there were also some on-spot interviews. So if you're quite familiar with the job and the tech stack they were using, you can directly give your on-spot interview there. Basically, the career fair is the main event where every student has to attend. So that they'll get an idea about like what are the companies coming and what is the hiring situation. Other than that, you have to just apply through LinkedIn or handshake portals.
Recently, with this current economy, how's it been with students there trying to get jobs? Has it been easy? Has it been tough?
It has been very tough actually, since many of my friends they have graduated already in the last summer around May, but they're still trying to look for jobs. It's almost been 3 months and they're still looking for jobs. It was pretty hard for them, and
Hmm.
they're still on their way, for searching job.
Yeah, yeah. I know that's definitely been facing students around the country right now. But aside from just studies and work, there's lots of fun opportunities, and getting involved is really important in the American college experience. So, what is kind of campus life and student organizations there at UB like?
Yeah, campus life is pretty good. Actually, there's a building called Student Union. So every day there's some activity been happening there, and you get free hoodie, free T-shirts or free food. So the free food is actually a pro. Every day on campus, any event you get some free food or free T-shirts, everything. I enjoyed a lot. There were many events like a sports event, and there's some soccer also happening, American soccer. So that's also pretty great because like Buffalo has a pretty great team.
Oh,
Even
cool.
yeah, even coming to the rugby, they have a great team, and even for basketball, also the Buffalo has a pretty good team. So yeah, the sports also is pretty good at Buffalo, and the events are also great. We recently even had a summer event, which was pretty great. They had a lot of games and fun events, so it's quite fun. The campus life is quite fun.
And any special organizations or student clubs that you would recommend people to consider or check out, or that you've been involved in?
There are some clubs, like there is an artificial intelligence club. There are also some dance clubs. There are some Indian organization like Indian clubs also, where students they celebrate Diwali or Ganesh Chaturthi or some Indian festivals along with other Indian students. So yeah, these clubs are quite famous, and they are quite enjoyable also. They have a good company and team actually.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely recommend checking those things out, getting involved. But now let's really focus in here at the end. What are any other special, unique pros or cons about UB that people might not be aware of or are unique to that university at Buffalo?
I think the transportation is a pro. That's basically the best, coming to the university, since you have buses which go to other marketplaces and everything. Even on Saturdays they even take you to Niagara. So the bus facility is quite good, and you even have a career counseling session, with your assigned mentor. So basically, even this session is quite good. You can just sit with them and talk about like where's your career going, or like what do you want to do in future. Just have a normal conversation. So this is also pretty good
Hmm.
actually.
But what about the weather? And what should people know about the weather there in Buffalo, New York?
Yeah, so coming to weather, the harsh weather starts around October or November starting. You have to start buying clothes before, like around in the month of September, maybe. You'll be getting good deals in Burlington, even there are like, fashion outlets at Niagara. They even have a pretty good deals coming to, like Columbia or North Face. They have a quite good deals there. So you have to just start buying and be ready for the winter. Last year it was pretty harsh. This year we don't know how it will be, but we have to be ready for however the weather is.
Yeah, if you're not used to the cold, it might be a shock for you up in that part of the country. But
Yeah, yeah,
also, you guys are close, right next door to Niagara Falls, one of the
yeah,
famous US destinations. We were there last July with family, had an awesome time. We were very close to Buffalo, but that's a fun, unique thing, that being in Buffalo is you're right next to Niagara Falls, and it's easy
yeah.
to go see that. And, I think what, a few to several hours to New York City, right?
Yeah, we are around 6 to 6.5 hours from New York City.
Okay. So close by some cool things there.
Yeah, yeah.
So just a friendly reminder to check out our study abroad dashboard with dozens of resources to make your journey even smoother. Get your tuition loan secured, housing booked, bank account open, and much more accomplished today. Click the link in the video description to save time and money right now. So my friends, tons of information here. Remember, we're making a whole separate video on the UB housing situations, the best housing options there at University at Buffalo. So be sure to check that out. Also, Harsha has his own YouTube channel as well, where he's making content to help guide students and sharing his experience. Check that out. His YouTube channel's got some great stuff there. And Harsha, thank you so much. This has been fun learning. Makes me really want to come visit this college sometime.
Yeah, thank you everyone, and I hope everyone, if you get admit at University at Buffalo, I hope you'll be coming there, and soon we'll meet there.
Definitely. Be sure to connect with those friends online on social media like LinkedIn and Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed to our Chine Coaching e-newsletter for great more tips and resources and events coming up. We love having y'all be part of our Chine Coaching community. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Cheers, everyone.